Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got a little clip here that I want to look over and I want to talk about. It's about 7.5 minutes long. Shout out to Saint in the Center, aka Marquette, for because this is his clip. So we're gonna witness just a lie being told for no reason. And this is really a lesson in accountability or the lack thereof. So without much further ado, I'm going to let it play. You tell me, when you hear the lie, type it.
Where does this need to go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have.
And this is a good time to kind of like tap in with your damn self and say, you know what, Marquette is right. Like, I got a kid, so I can't act like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And I already tried, she said, the hot girl summer and all the sexual stuff on the menu. You know, I done did it doggy style and all the other styles. So being that you've done all of that, now it's time to get your shit together.
My shit is together. The only
You bullshit.
element that's
Carrying on. You
missing is
bullshit.
the relationship.
That's the most major fucking element. Hold on, let me tell you.
That's not
Look.
major. Not for a modern day
What?
woman. Not for a modern day woman.
So your kid
Like
don't
you
deserve to
said,
have a
I
father?
but you know.
So the first problem is that she's talking about her stuff is already together. And so he already, immediately he calls cap, which he should call cap on it because, I mean, really, what are you talking about? And then he says, you know, to have a relationship. And she's like, well, that's not major. How is it that it's not major? I'm interested for single moms to tell me, why isn't it a big deal to have the father of your children in your life and the child's life? And why was it so important to have a kid without the guy? And y'all are so selfish that y'all are always talking about the men you don't need, but you never talk about the child, the man that your child need or don't need. You never talk about that. You always go right to, well, I don't need, quote unquote, I don't need, which is cap the whole entire time. Like every time y'all say it, it's just cap every time. But y'all always talk about it from the standpoint of what you don't want or think you need. You never think outside of yourself to say, you know what, I did have a whole entire other human being that I birthed into this world. So what about what they need in spite of what I think I want or need? And which is, again, cap anyway, because y'all be wanting men. Like y'all talk about it, but y'all be crying and dying when y'all can't get no relationships. Y'all will not take the lesson of Vivica Fox and Ebony K and even Naomi Campbell that end up having to go through in vitro, where Vivica's not trying to have a child, as far as I know. But Ebony's currently pregnant. Naomi Campbell already went through hers and have a kid. She made sure to get her some zaddy mayonnaise, baby. She made sure. But to end up as these women who had all these successes in their profession and their career and all the money, and then still wanting a man, couldn't deal with that, because who can deal with Ebony K? Nobody dealt with her. Nobody could deal with Naomi Campbell. Got a whole attitude. But it's like, well, my biological clock, like I still wanted to fulfill some part of my womanhood, but I was too honorary to be a wife to somebody. I was too arrogant, too entitled, too honorary, too, you know what I'm saying, stuck up my own butt to be a wife to somebody. But I got a womb that work. It's too late for a man to want to put something in it, so let me just pay to have something put in it. But y'all still be wanting men though. Anyways, any old way.
it's kind of unreasonable to say that because you don't know if my son's father is even still alive. So
Is your son's
what
father
if that
alive?
was my situation?
Is your son's father
no,
alive?
He's not.
He's not alive.
He's not.
That's the same situation. I'm telling you, what's
To
next?
find him a stepfather or to find him male role models?
Nah, because that's not how you move.
One is way more tempered than the other.
You got to do it in order. So like, you can't find him a stepfather because, to be honest with you, I'm about to tell you, you got to listen first, though. You got to listen.
I'm listening, but I don't agree.
Well, I know that's why you single. That's why you single, because you can't listen. But hold on real quick. I got you. So wait, was that foul?
That's not foul because
my problem is I don't even know when I say foul stuff. That's my problem. So let me know.
Oh my God.
Let me know. No. So trip on this real quick. So you said find my son a stepfather. Now that's backwards because first the man has to like you before he even wants to deal with your kid. There's no man on the planet Earth who's walking around shopping for kids to be the father of. Because most guys, even not most guys, but a significant number, if we talk about Puerto Ricans, but a significant number of guys have kids who are actually their kid and they're still not trying to do the job. So for damn sure, there's not a normal guy who's mentally healthy, good looking, has a decent amount of money, doesn't beat women and doesn't have a criminal record, who's walking around like, I would like to find myself a kid to be his father and pay for his shit, even though I didn't make this kid. That doesn't happen, right? So the guy's gonna have to like you first. So what I'm saying is that you got to find a guy who is someone who truly likes and values who you actually are.
For sure.
And then being that he likes you, you're gonna bridge that to the kid.
Course.
Right?
But why is she worried about a man at all when she's already content and happy in life and she's already got her kid and she's already have
the modern woman
and she has positive male influences for her kid in his life? So why is she worried about a man and all that when she can focus on herself and what she wants to do?
Focus on herself. I like that. Keep going.
And your life comes, then it happens.
Wow. I like that.
My next trap card.
What is it?
And the other lady chimes in with the other half of the foolishness. Because she was sitting there looking with an interesting look on her face in the first place. Why should she worry about a man? Because y'all be worried about a man. Because y'all still getting y'all cheeks clapped though. Y'all don't ever stop that. Y'all wait till y'all whole meter is almost up. Then sometimes y'all don't want to do the cold celibacy thing, which is not celibacy. It's just abstinence at that point. But then y'all want to do the whole abstinence thing when your whole meter is almost full and you almost can't take no more eggplants. If you take one more eggplant, you'll throw up. You know how you eat too much of one thing and then you end up like you can't even eat that thing no more, even if that was your favorite thing. Like you can't eat it because like you spend too much time, like you ate just too much of that. And so you either need to take a break from that or sometimes you can't take it again. Like you can't eat it again. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't never come back. Like you always got to eat it in small doses or something. Cause you can't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ever did that? Like had some type of food or something like that you was your favorite and you always ate it. And then one day it was like, you looked at it and you was like, I can't. Cause I done ate too much of this over either a short time period or a long time period. Like I have stuffed myself with this thing and I can't stand no more. That is what y'all wait till y'all eggplant meter get all the way up there, but you almost can't stand not another eggplant. Then you want to be abstinent. Then you want to talk about, well, why are we worried about a man? Because you constantly getting your cheeks clapped by these same dudes that you swear to God are not like worthy of relationships, so that you, for some reason, y'all, you know what I'm saying, don't want to be in a relationship with it, or you fumble the relationship with the guy, because it's not always you don't want the relationship with the guy. Sometimes y'all do. But again, y'all hard-headed and y'all fumble the men, and he'd be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like I fumble him, and then once that ship sails and you can't spin the block to get him back, then you just say, screw it. I'm just gonna do whatever because I couldn't even get the man that I really wanted. So it's a lot of different little factors that play in. But I know y'all heard the lie that she told. I'm pretty sure y'all done typed it in the chat already. We're gonna keep going because what you got to ask yourself was, what was the purpose of that?
What is it? Selfishness. I thought that was the one.
I know it was. I see it coming.
She even used the word self.
But selfish
Yeah.
to who?
Yeah.
Not a selfish mom.
That's amazing.
But selfish to who?
Wow.
My child or to the man who wants to come into my life?
Yeah, but
Clarify
then hold
that.
up. This is a good mom because she's not going to just bring any man into her house to raise her kid. Because and the Bible talks about how like a man go find a woman. She doesn't need to go searching for a man because a good man's going to come to her.
Fascinating.
You know what I'm talking about? She's doing everything that she needs to do, providing for her son, has a good career, going to college. She's doing it all. So a good man is going to come and find her.
Yes, queen.
She's not going to settle for like any guy. Because like when
For
you
the
have-
record, my
Yes,
son's
queen.
father did not pass away. I'm just giving you shit.
Wow! Wow! Is there another card for
Yeah,
liar?
No,
You got the liar card on deck?
I'm running out of cards here. I'm running out of cards.
Toxic card.
I've already
No,
read,
but
I already
you know
read like
what?
4 cards.
Wow!
I didn't see a lie coming out deck.
They
No,
always
not a lie
go-
on my deck.
They always go to the metaverse just to be right in the argument. It's crazy.
No, but you know what? His
Wow.
father is very much present.
That's
So I'm
amazing.
not. If I was searching for a man, it wouldn't
Do
be
you-
a replacement.
Do you
to his
think
father.
do you think that you have credibility in the United States of Marquetica right now?
I didn't even know you were the mayor until our first time here, so probably not.
Rockstar Tony writes, I think my mom had the same philosophy as this one. Unfortunately, now I'm a son husband. Oh, no.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
When you're when you're a
Using them as
mom
crutch.
and your ass ain't got no man because won't no man fuck with you. And so you treat your son like your husband and you be all in your IG selfies with your son in inappropriate positions. Yeah, we done seen it.
Oh, we seen
It's a terrible thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely not that.
So I know that you heard the lie and then you heard her try to sort of get out of the lie or whatever. She exposes herself about the lie. She exposes herself about the lie. And she did it just to be right. She did it just to sort of throw a monkey wrench in the conversation, to dodge accountability, to make herself not look so bad in the moment. But then she ends up, the irony is that she ends up making herself look so bad in the next couple of minutes. What was the purpose of such a lie? And what is that man gonna think if he ever hear this podcast and like she done put him in the grave? And that man ain't even in the grave. She just done put him away. And it's like, what was the purpose of dodging accountability in this moment? And like these chicks will do anything to not quote unquote look as bad or seem as if they were making the worst decisions or the wrong decisions, and to make it seem as if the way that they're moving is the best way, or to be the exception to the rule here. Because he was talking about reassessing yourself as a single mother. You've already made this bad decision to have a child with no family structure. Okay. So now that the child is here, you're raising a child, nothing you can do about that. So when are you going to step back and take some, first of all, some accountability, second of all, just a introspective look at your decisions in your life thus far and how you got here? Because despite how much you may actually love the child that you had, there's, for a lot of single mothers, there's got to be like, I wish I hadn't have done that, because now I have these responsibilities at this time in my life that I really don't want. Or it would have been okay that I have a child at this time in my life. However, not having an actual nuclear family to raise the child in is a burden that I wish that I was not carrying. So at what point, once you come to that conclusion, at what point do you take a step back, be introspective, and say, what is it that I can change about myself? Or what is it that I can do differently that will land me in a better position going forward? I can't do nothing about the past, but I certainly can begin right now today, moving differently in my life, having a different perspective in my life, having different priorities in my life that will hopefully land me in a more desirable position in the future. Y'all don't ever do that. And that's what he was actually talking about. You know, she ain't gonna do it because she tell sacrificial lies. That's what I call a sacrificial lie. A lie didn't nobody ask for. You just brought it up to the altar to sacrifice. Nobody asked you for this lie, beloved. Okay, sitting there looking crazy. Ain't nobody asked you for that lie. You just wanted to tell that lie so you could be the exception. And it didn't even make any sense. Then you out yourself with the lie. And then he laughed it off because, I mean, ultimately he doesn't care about what she's on. But at the same time, he still pointed it out like you don't really have any credibility. And that's a lot of times what y'all ladies don't realize is that when you dodge accountability like that, you lack credibility. You lack credibility. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, Sister Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.